Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to talk about Ronald Koeman's continuity with FC Barcelona, and I also do want to talk about Xavi Hernandez potentially taking the job as the coach of this club under Joan Laporta. There has been so much noise since that interview did drop about Joan Laporta speaking on Messi, Griezmann, the finances of this club, and he has also spoken about Xavi Hernandez. And so that is what we are here to talk about, is to talk about the future of this club. Now, a quick reminder, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there is a join button now in this YouTube channel. You would be able to join a membership for Barca Media. You would be able to receive perks and a lot of benefits. If you guys do decide to join that membership, it would be greatly appreciated to support this channel in order for this channel to continue to grow and produce great quality videos. And so you guys will be having a benefit of having a logo right next to your name. So if you guys do want to comment, I am going to be answering your questions on there. So it should be very exciting. So now let's get back into the video. So again, Joan Laporta was talking about Xavi Hernandez, and this is exactly what he did say. We have a great relationship. Nothing has changed. I like him a lot, both as a person and professionally. He knows what role he will have in the future. So what we are seeing here is basically Joan Laporta hinting on potentially hiring Xavi Hernandez, because look, Xavi Hernandez to Barcelona, he has always been a role model for this club. He has been considered as the best playmaker of all time within this club, and has also been at the same time a great leader. He was the brains of Barcelona's highest moments in their history, and so you can see why there is some sort of what we call hype around the management of Xavi Hernandez and him potentially being the coach of Football Club Barcelona. And you can very well see that even Joan Laporta understands just how much it would mean for Xavi Hernandez to take on that role. Joan Laporta sees exactly what we do see, and just based off these words that we do see here, the fact that he says he knows what role he will have in the future, you can just get a sense, right, that Joan Laporta has already had that discussion, right, a small discussion with Xavi Hernandez to explain him what role exactly he will have moving forward if he were to take on the job to become the coach. And this is something that is considered very important, because look, Xavi has denied Barcelona before for a reason, and it is because of the conditions that were set before. Like, he did not believe on having ex-president Bartomeu in that club. He did not believe in having this amount of control within FC Barcelona, because if Bartomeu were to hire Xavi Hernandez back on January 2020, Xavi Hernandez would not be having any control or any say on how to run this football club on the pitch. So the conditions were not set at where he wanted it to be, and that is why Joan Laporta has had some sort of discussion to tell him, look, this is how it's going to be, this is how your role is going to look like, and you will have maximum control over the sporting project. And then a report came out right after this interview, and it says here, according to Alfredo Martinez, that the Barcelona board of directors do not trust Ronald Koeman. They do have very serious doubts that he will not be able to carry out what they want. The return of Xavi Hernandez is very much possible, and he has been approached before. So let's get one thing very straight. Historically, there has always been board members in any club, not just Barcelona, that do not agree and have always had doubts on the current coach for their club. It has always been like that. Not everyone is going to be agreeing, and that is the question that I do want to answer. So does this mean that Xavi Hernandez is very close to becoming the coach of FC Barcelona? Because there's just been so many talks and so many reports and rumors. And here's the one thing that I do want to say. I do not think that we are in that position yet. I do not think that Xavi is very close to sign with FC Barcelona. Like, yes, I understand that Laporta has hinted on the potential hiring of Xavi Hernandez. I understand that there are some doubts within this club and that there are some people that do not back Ronald Koeman. But one thing that we could say, though, is that the intentions of Joan Laporta trying to kick out Ronald Koeman or looking to assess whether he should sack Ronald Koeman back on May or June 2021, that was very much true. Joan Laporta was looking to let go of Ronald Koeman, and that Xavi Hernandez was going to be that first replacement. But as of now, in this current season, because we are in the middle of preparing for a match like Bayern Munich and knowing that we have to do well and debut well within La Liga, Joan Laporta is going to publicly say that he does back Ronald Koeman, and that is something that we, us fans, also have to do. We have to back our current coach. This is not the time to say we need to switch the coach because right now Barcelona is not doing well. Let's give this time. Let's give this season some time to see just how this season ends up being. Now, even though Joan Laporta has publicly said that he does back Ronald Koeman, there is still criteria that Koeman will need to meet. Like, for example, number one, he will need to win titles. La Liga, the Super Cup, the Champions League, the Copa del Rey. There are some titles that Ronald Koeman is going to have to win. Point number two, he's going to have to commit to the 4-3-3 style. That style that Barcelona has been implementing over the past 15 years. And then moving on to point number three, betting on the team structure, which is to introduce massive amounts of youth players, continue to develop them, rely on La Masia. That is exactly what Koeman will need to do in order for him to have continuity with FC Barcelona. So for those of you guys who are saying this rumor about Xavi Hernandez coming to Barcelona, it's not true, because they have just talked about how Koeman is going to be renewing with Barcelona. Like, yes, that's true. Koeman could renew with Barcelona, but that is only if certain criteria are met. And we have yet to find out whether those criteria could actually be met, which is why I do say, let's give this season some time. Let's see how everything does turn out. Now look, if this season ends up being very poor, right? If we go into the month of December and we see that Barcelona is struggling to get into second place within the group stages, we see that Barcelona are in third place, that there is no development within these players, then yes, there is a possibility that Ronald Koeman could be out. Because look, Barcelona have given Ronald Koeman everything that he has needed. They have given him Luke de Jong, a player that he has asked for. They have given him Memphis Depay, another player that he has asked for. Ronald Koeman was also asking to bring in a striker that can score goals in the box. Again, you have Luke de Jong and Sergio Aguero. He was also asking for Eric Garcia last year, and we also do have Eric Garcia. And then he was also asking for Wijnaldum. Now I know that we don't have Wijnaldum, but Barcelona were going after him. The signature was very close. The intentions about Barcelona listening to Koeman and what he wanted, it was very much there. But Wijnaldum made his own decision and wanted to go to PSG. But Barcelona, in the end, they have given this man everything. And one of the worst things that a coach could do is to be given everything that you ask from the club, but still fail in the end. But like I have said before, because we are in a very tense situation, because we have very important games ahead, let's root for what we have right now. There is no reason to look elsewhere when we already have a coach that can potentially bring Barcelona very great results. And Koeman has had an interview about 3 to 4 hours ago, and this is what he said. Yes, of course, I'm open to a renewal. I'll be excited to continue as the coach for many years, despite the complicated things that do exist at this club today. But I think that all thanks to our decisions, the coaches and the technical staff, Barcelona has young players with a huge immediate future, and hopefully in 3, 4, or 5 years, I can continue to be their coach. So there is a lot of optimism and positivity in Koeman's attitude and his words when talking about his continuity with Barcelona. And hopefully, right, seeing what Koeman is saying here, hopefully that these words manifest into this season, because Barcelona have done a great job, right? The sporting directors, the scouting department, they have been doing a great job at scouting the right players. There's a reason why we have Araujo doing so well. There's a reason why we have Pedri doing so well. The mid looking very promising. They are bringing the right players. Now the only thing that we are missing is for this manager, Ronald Koeman, to actually use them properly and correctly. And this is going to be the last question that I do want to answer. So if everything does go wrong this year, let's say by December, Barcelona is not in a good position and Joan Laporta does want to make that decision of letting go of Ronald Koeman, then that would basically mean that Joan Laporta has no other choice but to bring in the manager that he does want, which is Xavi Hernandez, and it could be maybe in January or in February. Now it is true that Xavi Hernandez has denied coaching job of FC Barcelona because of many reasons. Even he himself has said that it is because of family reasons, professional reasons, contractual reasons. I do believe that the majority of the reason why he has denied Barcelona twice, right? Twice, it is because of the contractual reasons. Xavi Hernandez did renew with Al Sadd back on May 2021, and I think that it would be very odd, right? Because that was around the time where Joan Laporta was asking of Xavi whether he would be open to joining Barcelona as the coach. Because again, look, it would be very odd for Xavi to leave Al Sadd in the middle of the negotiations of him renewing with Al Sadd. And it would have been especially odd if he were to leave Al Sadd in the summer after he has just renewed with the club that he is currently coaching. Which is why I do say, maybe in January or in February, maybe that could be the correct time where Xavi could leave Al Sadd and go to Barcelona, because he is always going to be having that clause where he could move at whatever time if Barcelona do come calling. And that is going to be the conclusion. Let's hope that Koeman does get the best from these players in terms of the style that Barcelona play, the development of these players, and let's win these games. Let's win the titles. And if Koeman does well, if we actually do end up being one of the best clubs in the world and we do look very dominant, then yes, by all means, renew Ronald Koeman for the next 2 or 3 seasons. Like, give him whatever player he does want, give him whatever contract he does want. If he wants to be here for many years and he wants to, and we're dominating in this way, then yes, let's continue with Ronald Koeman. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.